Hey guys, it's been a while. Just wanted to get on here. Felt called to do a collective love reading. So if you don't want to hear it, then you know what to do. Click off. Right. So what I'm getting off the bat is that a lot of you are growing, ascending, just actually applying the lessons, not repeating certain things over and over and over again, because what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again, thinking you're gonna get a different result, and no. So you had to do something different, and you did, is what I'm getting. So now I feel like you'll start attracting differently. And it's like either you are attached to somebody, not attached per se, but it's like you have a counterpart. So it's like when you ascend and you grow and you learn the lessons, they also do the same. And also what's coming through is that you didn't try to change this person or these people. You changed yourself and inspired them to grow. That's what's happening here. So look, we have Phoenix at the bottom of the deck. It says new phase and rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind, rise from the ashes. So what I'm getting, it is a rebirth. You are a different you. So in you becoming a different person, you attract differently. Once you learn the lessons, you don't have to repeat them again, obviously. So Spirit is going to send you something that is more in alignment with your frequency. And that's what's coming through now. Question is, are you going to receive it? You know, are you going to trust that the universe is bringing into your life what you deserve? You know, oh, look at this, we have engagement ring. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you're gonna get engaged. It could mean that, but it says higher commitment, eternity, partnership, union, and completion, right? So what I'm getting is that in the past, it's like it was stagnant, right? It was like connections where you had to ask for more, where you were putting in more. It wasn't equal. It wasn't reciprocated. And now it's like, I'm hearing they're taking the lead, but they're not going to leave you guessing or confused. You're going to know exactly where you stand. That's what's coming through. All right, so let's tap in. Let's see where the energies are. If you're watching this for a particular person, then we're going to tap in, you know, to their energies and see what Spirit allows us to know. I say allow us because we're not meant to know everything. So it's like whatever comes through. So yeah. So what is the, you know, general energy of my viewer's person? Emotional loss. We have the Five of Cups, and this is the energy of I'm immediately, it's regret. So I'm immediately feeling like a sadness. It says emotional loss. They miss you is what I'm getting here. They're still holding on to this inkling of hope that you will still give them another chance is what I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up on. If you hear whirling in the background, it's my fan. It's like really freaking hot in here, and I do not have central air. I'm burning up. So so they miss you. It's like a strong missing energy here. I'm hearing the word that they're weary. They're weary of like that I always pick up on this energy. It's like I fucked this up. I wasted too much time. Like they're not going to take me back type of thing. Like how do I do this right? What I'm also getting is that I'm hearing a plan, coming up with a plan. I want to clarify this. So what about their environmental energy? What about my viewers person's environmental energy here? So it says the golden mirror. So I feel like things are being mirrored back in their life of like, I want to say how they treated you. And that's what's causing them to learn. It also says one-sided, like I said. One-sided. They were self-absorbed in the past. They're changing this behavior is what I'm getting. And it says shit. So in their environmental energy, it says cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression. So what I'm getting with this is that they're putting things to an end on their end, cutting ties with the past, so that, again, like I said, you've ascended, you did this, so now it's like this person that is your counterpart, even if you haven't met them in, physically yet. Some of you may have an idea of who this person could be, and you may be in no contact. And the fact that you have grown and you've learned your lessons and have applied them, they're doing the same thing in their life, right? So you had to cut them off because it was one-sided, right? And you had to respect yourself. And now I'm getting that they're doing that in their life in whatever way that may look. That's what I'm getting here. Look, two energies of progression. It says progression here, and the bottom here it says clock. I feel like they're racing against time. Like they feel like you're moving on is what I'm getting. And it says time to heal, progressing. All right, so let's tap in. What's the overall energy of the connection between the viewer and their person currently? What is the overall energy surrounding their connection currently? I'm not going to take it because it didn't fall out. All right, so tell me more. What is the overall energy? I just heard it's been a long time coming here. So we have Temperance. It says patience. And then we have the Three of Cups. It says rejoice and celebration. Again, I'm getting an energy that they're missing you. The energy that came out before that I didn't take was the Five of Pentacles. And that's the energy of loss, right? So they feel like they're looking at your life from the outside in, right? So it's a feeling of like, I'm missing out. Not FOMO type energy, but just like they have a fear of missing out, that they're going to lose you is what I'm getting here. But this has been a long time coming, and I'm getting that their mind basically had to be tempered. Their heart and their mind had to be tempered, and I say that because look, we have a little seed here. The little seed took time to grow, and it's like going through their head. You see this? Things had to change. I say that because there's a 14 here. That's a 5. 5s are changes. So they couldn't reunite with you in a sense because they weren't in the right mindset. And now I feel like they're working on that. So what I'm getting here with the clock, like I said, they're asking for time. And I know some of you, like you're frustrated, tired, whatever, but it's just like, this is why there's an emphasis on focusing on yourself and not waiting for anyone. It's always a focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you waiting on somebody else is self-abandonment. So there's a need to, it's no bad blood or anything like that, but it's just like, if I'm not getting what I want out of the connection, like if it's one-sided and I know I'm putting in the work and I'm not getting what I want, then I have to move forward out of self-respect for myself. So what I'm getting is that in this time of evolving, because I'm getting now that they've picked up that they have this realization that you are their person, like that God basically gifted you to them and they pushed you away. So now it's like, fuck, I fucked it up, and how do I need time to heal myself, because I wasn't taking it serious before and now I am. I actually want something serious is what I'm hearing. So they need time. Look, needing time, cycles, and takes time to heal, progressing. They need time to heal. I don't know how long it'll take, but it's like the mind has to change first before you see the evidence in the physical. In order for it to stick, But sometimes you just say things and it doesn't change anything. All right, so what is in my viewer's person's headspace currently? What is in the headspace? All right, we have the Moon card. They're keeping it a secret just how much they want to be with you is what I'm getting, because we have the Four of Wands wanting to show itself. They knew that they had true stability with you. Wherever they're at right now, it's like a form of fake stability, and I'm hearing that it's crumbling. But they have to face their shadow in order to be with you. This is also secrets, things that are not like they're hidden. So they're hiding this from you. In their headspace, this is what they're feeling. They're hiding this from everyone around them. I feel like they're not letting anybody know what's going on in their mind right now. They're not letting anybody know their plans. So it's the energy of like not letting anybody know what's going on until it's actually been executed. And even then, so not telling anyone or putting it out there because I'm trying to protect what we have, in a sense, you know. So that's what I'm getting here. All right, what is in my viewer's person's heart space? All right, so they know it's you. They absolutely know it's you. We have the crown chakra. This is the inner knowing, right? So they've opened up the crown and allowing the divine energies and downloads and intuition and just the insights to come through. They're allowing themselves to be guided, right? So, and then the card that wanted to show itself, it wanted to come out earlier, but I kind of shoved it back. We have love begins. We have the Ace of Cups here. Look at this. We have two people holding this cup and it's flowing mutually, right? That's what I'm picking up here. It looks symmetrical. It looks like it's being reciprocated. They know that you are. I'm hearing you're their person. Like, and we have judgment here. It says the truth. Like, they're accepting this as truth. I feel like in the past they knew it, but they kind of were like skeptical and they kind of self-sabotaged and pushed you away, went back into toxic karmic cycles. And it's like they were given the runaround there. Nothing was working. It was the same thing over and over and over again. And now it's like they're acknowledging and accepting the truth, learning the lesson and moving forward. See how it's balanced, the scales? They have to move here, right, into the next cycle. That's what I'm getting here. All right, Spirit, so what actions will this person potentially be taking towards our viewer? You know, I'm getting they're not lying to themselves anymore because we have the Seven of Swords. It says deception and envy. But look at how this person is putting up their mask, right? And this is an energy. It's not necessarily bad. It could also be an energy of strategically planning strategically, but behind the scenes, like I was telling you here. That's what's in their headspace, right? And then we have choose wisely. They're getting clarity here about what the steps they need to take moving forward. So I want some guidance for my viewers. So what advice do we have for the viewer right now? Look, it says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. What did I say at the beginning of the reading? It's up to you to receive this, you know, to allow yourself to receive it. Because in the past, I feel like you did give it chances and it wasn't what it was, but this person isn't necessarily bad. They're not a bad person. They're a good person. They just weren't who they were. They just weren't who you needed to be at the time. But they had the potential to do so. And it's like you had to move on because you were respecting yourself in a sense. And this is what's happening now. Spirit is telling you it's safe for you to love. So if this person comes and approaches you, it's like give them and allow them the opportunity to do so. Because as you grow, if it's of a divine connection, if it's meant to be, they will grow as well. So I'm going to read it. It says, this card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you'll allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love to get in? A closed heart repels the sensitive partner you're trying to attract. Follow your inner guidance. Following your inner guidance will protect you and simultaneously allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuitive senses with respect to other people's trustworthiness, and open your heart to those who are kind and gentle. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals, including a romantic partner, into your life, and they'll do so, provided that you listen and follow their guidance. I want to clarify this. Clarify this action, Spirit. Why is the action here? I mean, why is the Seven of Swords here and the choose wisely? What I'm getting here with the sevens, because there's two sevens, is that it's alignment. They're aligning their words with their actions. And because they're doing that, it's like they're being rewarded. Wow, look what I said. Abundance, positive mindset, manifest gratitude and blessings. So it's like, it's not just about money. It's an abundance of good things coming in. Right? So they're choosing this alignment. Sometimes they say it's not luck, it's alignment, right? So it's like you have to align yourself with the things that you're wishing for, putting in the actions and everything so that you can make way for this abundance to come through. And that's the message for today. Bye, guys.